Hi, it's Mike again. I'm yet again in Sundon Park Quarry near Luton, and I'm just going for a bit of a walk around, and today we are going to look at the phrase, "you are what you eat." And this will give us some exercises that will hopefully allow us to be more positive about life, see the positive in life, in all the spheres of life. So, you are what you eat. It's a common phrase, I'm sure you've heard it before. It's very, very true. On an empirical level, you are made up of what you have put into yourself. Your body is made of the food that you've fed it. But also on a more philosophical level, I suppose, you are the sum of the thoughts, experiences, dreams, hopes, communications, people you meet. You are a victim of those circumstances, or a success because of those circumstances. But you are what you eat. What is put in influences what you are. The first thing to come from that is, why would you put something bad inside? Why would you eat arsenic? Because it's not helpful to you. So why are you allowing toxic communication from other people into your mind? Why are you putting yourself in that situation? It's not worth doing. So first, do no harm. Get rid of the toxicity. Also, what I find is a large proportion of the way you think is due to what is told to you by people. So if people are telling you bad things, manipulating you, if they're toxic people, which we'll deal with in another video, but those toxic people are telling you negative things, you start to believe them. You can be the most positive person around, but eventually those messages will get through to you. And there's quite a lot of scientific research, I haven't got it at my fingertips in the middle of the forest here, but it shows that if you're told something enough, you will start believing. Also, why are you telling yourself those things? If it's negative, why are you reinforcing that to yourself? Why can't you give yourself a break? Why can't you be nice to yourself? Everyone on this planet and everything on this planet is really trying to grow and thrive. That's what we want. We all want it. There's a tree, puts down its roots, feeds itself, and grows. And you and everyone else is exactly like that. You just want to survive. Outside influences will affect that, and they will twist you. The tree that hits an overhanging wall or something will move around it and start twisting to avoid that wall. You do the same. You're told you're not good enough. You believe you're not good enough. You start getting anxieties. You start getting stress in certain situations. Whereas if you'd been told all your life, you're bloody brilliant at that, guess what? You'd excel in that direction. That's a very simplistic way of putting it, but it's true. So let's do an exercise that allows us to give ourselves positives and to see the positives in things. It does not matter where you are, you can look at something and see positives or negatives. Even a lottery winner can say that it's ruined their lives. People in the concentration camps created great art, performance, music. So you can see the positives and negatives in any situation, and because of that, it's a choice. And it's a choice that you can make to see the positive. So in this exercise, we're going to start off looking at a scene, and first of all we're going to say, what does the negative brain see there? And then we're going to start looking at what's positive.
Before we start the exercise, just take a few moments to breathe, bring yourself into the present moment. If you're in nature, maybe touch the earth, touch the things around you, be mindful of the present moment. We're going to have a look at a picture that I randomly took on a walk yesterday. You'll have to excuse the photography. What do we actually see? Some high-rise buildings seen across a playing field in the autumn. How does it make you feel? Is it a negative or a positive first impression? If I'm looking at it negatively, I'd say it looks wet, it looks miserable, it looks cold, the goalpost looks rusty, dishevelled, the high-rises are an eyesore, they've been plonked in the middle of the countryside, the weather just looks grey, cold and miserable. Now, much like we did in our other video, we're going to look at it through fresh eyes. We're going to feed ourselves some positive messages about what we're seeing. We're going to look at maybe the past, memories that it might invoke, that might be happy memories, going for walks with a dog, possibilities for the future. What potential could there be there? Like maybe going for a barbecue in the summer, meeting up with friends, going for a walk. Let's find the beauty in it as well. I really like the blue colour on one of the buildings there. I'm thinking maybe I could paint one of my walls that colour. What would it be like to sit on the balcony at the top of that building during the summer and look out across the city and across the park? What does that woodland actually hold? What's in there? Can we go and explore? I deliberately chose this image because it's pretty bland, but you can see the principle. Give it a try yourself, maybe on a walk, maybe in the room you're in at the moment. Don't just concentrate on what you see. What can you taste? What can you smell? What can you hear? Look for the positives. Now, every time you find yourself looking for the negatives, switch it round, find some positives to counteract that negativity.
So hopefully you can see that all you're doing there is actively looking for the positive, and eventually you'll be training your brain to home in on those positives straight away. You will feel lighter, you'll feel more positive, and you'll hopefully be much happier. But that is only the first step. We're looking at a physical scene and looking at how it is. We're looking at it in a positive way. Now I want you to think of a difficult social situation or work situation with other people, and how does that make you feel? What kind of anxiety does it cause in you? And then look for the positives. Look for the great things that are coming out of that situation. I've just recently produced a film. It's been such an uphill struggle. It's been so expensive. I've never been paid a penny. I'm not going to get paid a penny. People are bickering over rights ownership and contracts, and it all falls down on me, and that causes great anxiety. But I can look at it as that was the worst experience of my life, or I could look at it as I've just made a film with Steve Guttenberg and Toyah Willcox. How many people can say that? How many people on this planet can say that? And that's the way you have to look at it, because otherwise you're just going to go down and down and down. The human brain will always find the negatives. It has a propensity to go towards the negative, and that is why solitary confinement is such a torture, because your brain instantly starts going down, 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 because it's not getting stimuli to lift it up. So you've got to train your brain to find the positives and to to bring those to the surface. COVID-19, it's terrible. It's given us economic strife, social problems, psychological issues, but also it's given us time to reevaluate, to reconnect with nature, to watch those things, read those things that we want to do. So there is positives, and we have to concentrate on the positives. That doesn't mean to say the negatives aren't there and may need dealing with, but we should concentrate on the positives. Look towards the positive goals. I hope that was helpful. Please give a thumbs up. It really is valuable to us. Comment in the section down below, and please subscribe and pass on to your friends. I'm getting really good feedback that people are finding some of these videos, not all of them, but some of them really helpful, and they are passing them to their friends who are also finding it useful. So if you know anyone who might benefit, even if you're not benefiting yourself, please pass it along. Thank you.